The following program may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dilly Show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dilly, and you're listening to the Dilly Show. The year is, well, as I'm recording this, it's Christmas Day, 2024. It's about to be 2025, and that's probably when I'll post this puppy. It's 2025. It's been over 5 years. I mean, it's not been quite 6, because I started Dilly Show originally November 2019, November 10th. It was on my birthday, I remember. How long has it been since I've done a Dilly Show episode? I'm just going to go check right quick. I mean, I do this, I feel like every time I podcast, I end up doing, that's Undercover Boss. I was watching Undercover Boss and eating breakfast at 3 p.m. Don't judge me. What was I doing? When was the last Dilly Show? I've done a couple little podcasts here and there that people haven't really cared about. Fuck, I post a lot of junk, don't I was doing them in 2021. Was that the last one I did, though? Then I jumped to Always Something. And then I went back to the Dilly Show in 2022. Okay. So I feel like that's probably the cutoff sometime in 2022. Because then I jumped to Final Cut podcast. I had a wrestling podcast in there. Yeah, so it looks like September 2022 was the last one. So it's been over 2 years, which is kind of fucked. I didn't realize it's been that long. Time goes by really quickly nowadays. I think, personally, there's kind of like a post-COVID era, so to speak. Like, kind of everything happened before COVID, and then after COVID, things just got kind of weird. And I don't want to keep talking about COVID, because COVID fucking sucks. I've been thinking about it, like, a lot lately. Like, how bad that whole pandemic fucked everything up. A lot of butterfly effects in life. I mean, I don't know how philosophical I really want to get here. I could go deep. I could go not deep. I kind of like being a little deep. A little bit. Not like gay deep. Not even gay deep. The other gay. Maybe I shouldn't use the word gay in that context. Not because I fear people will think I'm a homophobe. People probably already do, and I'm absolutely not. But, I don't like getting, like, mushy deep, I guess is kind of the word. I should really fix my vocabulary to not use words like gay. Like, it's just swearing in general. Like, I swear a lot. I find often I don't really catch it all the time, but sometimes I just swear like too much. There's nothing wrong with swearing, but I think my vocabulary could use a tightening up, especially with a child. Holy fuck. Swears immediately. I have a child. I haven't had a child since... Oh, no. I guess if I was doing Dilly Show in 2022, I definitely had my child by then. She would have been, like, a fucking baby. Or no, I guess... If it was September 2022, which I believe it was, that was the last Dilly Show, she would have been about a year old. About. Not quite, but almost a year. She is 2 now. God, she acts like a 3-year-old, though. I mean that in, like, the best possible way. Because, oh my god. Like, she's just so advanced. And you've already probably realized, if you're actually listening to this, that I kind of ramble a lot. I kind of go off on a lot of different tangents. I really don't have anything specific I want to talk about today, so it's going to be a lot of rambling. Just kind of like how I've been, what my life is, shit like that. I'm going to get probably a little mushy deep at some point. But that's okay. You're listening. You like me. Dilly's fun. Dilly is okay. I'm not like the best person in the world, but I'm decent. I'll talk about Haley for a bit more. Haley is my daughter, born November 24th, 2022. Or was it 2021? No, it's definitely not 2021. It would have been 2022. Wait, so if that's the case, oh man, I'm throwing myself for a goddamn loop. I gotta see where I was living when I did the last Dilly Show. If I was in the apartment... Oh, I was in the apartment! Huh. You know, I should know my own daughter's birthday. It is 2022, but I was kind of confusing it for 2021. So really, Seeing as the last one I did was September of 2022. I didn't have a kid by the last time. It's really crazy. Like, I don't do the Dilly Show consistently. Obviously, like, I haven't done it in over 2 years. It's kind of even weird to be doing one now. But I do very much like the stages of life that I've been through since the Dilly Show started. Because literally, the first episode of the Dilly Show was on my 18th birthday. I was 18 years old. I hadn't even finished high school yet. I never really properly finished high school. I wasn't a dropout, thankfully, but back to the old COVID. I need to come up with a different word for that. The flu. I'll be one of those, like, edgy, fucking edgelords. Like, oh, everyone got the flu, and yeah, a lot of people died. People don't normally die from the flu like that. Anyway, I'm not talking about that shit. I hate it. I hate when people talk about it, because it's like, it's not really a thing anymore. It kind of is a thing, but it's not like what it used to be. Until they put out a new variant for New Year's. If I manifested that. I manifest a lot of shit. Oh my god, I need to, like... Ugh. This is why I normally have a script when I do these videos. I don't normally have a script, but I have, like, an outline, like, bullet points, just the way I like doing notes of, like, things to talk about. Because I have so many things, I know I'm going to forget some of them. Let me just run down the things that I was going to talk about and get to them. So, Haley's cool. She's 2 years old, acts like a 3-year-old. She's extremely advanced. She talks normal. I'm actually being a good parent, and it's awesome. It's so exciting. The stages thing that I was talking about, the stages, like my evolution since the Dilly Show started. 2019 is when I started this. I was 18, not even out of high school. I didn't finish high school because of the C word. I'm going to call it that. I don't even care. It's kind of cringe, but that's fine. Cringe is another C word. But I didn't properly finish high school. I got till March, and then March is also conveniently when I met my now fiance, the mother of my child, the person I love with all my heart. Well, no, I love Haley with all my heart. My fiance kind of took a back seat. I took a back seat in her books too, and that's okay. Haley should have that. I love that I can actually talk about my daughter and not really fear like anything. Like, I don't really care. I didn't used to like put her out. Like, I never like made Facebook posts or Instagram posts about her. I mean, I kind of did. Like, I didn't do it too much. I'm kind of opening up a bit more to it now, especially seeing as she's older. It's a scary fucking world. Like, the world is very scary. I am not upset that she's going to grow up in this world. I as a parent, feel the need to, like, put her in a bubble. Like, I feel the need to be her protector. And I definitely am. Like, that's definitely what a parent should be. But, like, I feel... I'm scared. That's the best way of putting it. I am fucking terrified. Because this world is full of fucking crazy people. More now than ever, in my opinion. Because everyone has the internet. People have opinions and people act on them. And people watch mortifying stuff that no one should ever watch. And people put out mortifying stuff that no one should ever watch. Like, everything is like a hazard. Everything. So, obviously, I don't want to be a controlling parent. Like, I'm never going to say, you know, you can't have TikTok, you can't have YouTube, you can't do this, can't do that. And you can't fully moderate it either. Like, which is kind of another scary thing. Like, for example, I'm not a tablet parent whatsoever. Neither is my fiance. Like, we're not that kind of parent. But it's the kind of thing where, like, we'll let Haley watch YouTube sometimes. Like, she loves Miss Rachel, obviously. She loves fucking Bluey is, like, her favorite thing right now. She loves watching Blue's Clues. She likes watching old Blue's Clues. She loves watching wrestling. And I'm going to get more into that later because I am such a proud father. But, I give her the phone sometimes. Like, she doesn't have her own phone. She kind of has, like, my fiance had an old phone, and it kind of broke, but it kind of works still. It's the only phone out of the 3 phones that we have that has, like, screen lock on it. So she, in a sense, has her own phone, but, like, we don't just let her have it. Like, it's the kind of thing, like, if she wants it, and if she's been good, and if she's just bored, and if we're just playing a game or something, and she just wants to watch something, go right ahead. Watch Miss Rachel, watch Bluey, watch Blue's Clues, watch whatever you want, basically. There are definitely some things that we don't let her watch, and we teach her that these things are bad. For example, Blippi. A lot of parents let their children watch Blippi without knowing the kind of person Blippi is. I don't know if you've heard or seen the whole Blippi thing. If you're not a parent, you probably don't even know what the fuck a Blippi is. Like, I didn't know what Bluey was until I had my daughter. And then, even then, like, it took like a year or two before I'm like, oh, Bluey, that's a dog that is... I thought it was just like Blue's Clues for nowadays kids, but it's not. It's completely different. And in my opinion, as far as like educational standpoint, it's definitely a lot better than Blue's Clues was. Blue's Clues is great, and it still is. Like, the new Blue's Clues is kind of mid, but I mean, it's fine. It's all about inclusion and stuff, and I mean, that's good too. Like, I think kids should learn about that sort of thing. Like, that's important. There are certain things kids shouldn't learn about, but when it comes to like including different races and stuff, like not being, you know, oh, that person has different skin than mine, like that's the kind of thing, like they shouldn't do that, and they should know that it's not okay to do that. They should know that everyone is equal, you know. Gay people, I don't know. I'm gonna get myself canceled right away. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with gay people. Not a lot. If a lot of the people in my life were gay, I mean, that'd be kind of weird. Not weird, but like, you know, that's the kind of thing that somebody who isn't a straight homophobe would say, like, oh, my best friend's gay, and blah, blah, blah. I have people in my family that are gay. I have people in my fiance's family that's gay. Like, my fiance's bisexual. Like, it's valid. Everyone likes boobies, and that's cool. What I fear, and this is going to sound controversial, but here's the thing. I have a method to my madness. I have nothing against... How do I put this? I'm going to split gay people into two categories. The real gays and the not so real gays. The real gays are like... People are bisexual, people are gay. There are real people that are that way, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do definitely feel there are some people, particularly of the younger majority, like 12, 13-year-olds who say they're gay and say they're trans and say, oh, my name's Kai, my name's Milo. Like, those are the kind of people I don't want educating my children. For example, if Haley went to school and one of her teachers was a fully gay male or a fully gay female, nothing wrong with that. I've had gay teachers before, nothing wrong with that. Do I think it's the kind of thing like they should bring up, hey, I'm gay, you should be gay? No, that scares me. But normal gay people don't do that, so it's not scary. That's the part I want clipped on TikTok. Real gay people don't scare me. The fucking people that push the gay agenda onto people, like, hey, it's okay to be gay, you should try it. That's where it's like, no thanks, don't do that. Like, don't make everything about being gay. Don't make anything about being straight either. Like, that's fucking dumb. Like, if your gimmick is that you're gay, get a better fucking gimmick. You can be gay, and that's fine. But, like, I've never met a genuine gay person whose whole thing is, oh yeah, I'm a queer, hee hee ha ha. Like, there's definitely some eccentricness to gays sometimes. Not all the time. Like, I don't go out bragging that I'm straight and have a penis and put it in people. I don't do that because that's dumb. That's not a gimmick you should have. You should be a normal person, and if you want to be gay or if you were born gay, like, I mean, I've always been like not conflicted, but I always kind of mix it up because, like, I know being gay is not necessarily a choice. Like, it's just kind of like you're either born that way or you're not, and that's valid. I just don't like the fake gays. I don't like the fucking 13-year-old trans kids who are trying to be edgy on TikTok. That's what scares me, and that's what I don't want educating my children. I could name a list of people who, if they were educating my children, I would homeschool my child. It's as simple as that. I don't even know how I got into that topic or how I went on about it for so long. I just kind of wanted to say it. Because this is my outlet. This is how I get to put my opinions out there. And you may not agree with my opinions. It doesn't necessarily make them bad opinions. Like, I don't think anything I said today so far has been cancelable. It sounded like it could have been for a sec, but, like, I cleared it up. Like, I love gay people. Like, I honestly, and this is going to sound stupid, but, like, I like gay people more than I like straight people. Because gay people always seem like they're having a lot more fun. And they probably have a lot better sex, too. Like, if I was a woman, for example, I would absolutely be a lesbian. Because, oh my god, women would know what to do. Men do, like, but it's the kind of thing they gotta learn. Women have experience with that shit. Like, they know what to do. They know what feels good. They know where not to go. Men learn it. I'd like to say I'm a learned man. That's all I'm going to say. But I mean, I still feel like any full-blown lesbian could totally kick my ass. Like, I don't know. Honestly, the whole not having a dick thing might make it a little weird, but I mean, hands are good. You can do a lot with hands. This is not a sex podcast. I'm sorry, it feels gross. I'm spitballing here. Sorry. I hope nobody that I know is listening to this. Anyway, I might cut part of that out. That was... Ugh. This is my outlet, though. It's unscripted. It's uncut. It's uncensored. It's fucking raw as it gets. I'm putting up this file just like it is. I'm not editing a goddamn thing out. I don't do that. I've never done that as far as I know. As far as I recall. Like I said, it's been a while. Manifesting. That's another thing I want to talk about. I manifest a lot of shit. And it's kind of weird. It kind of makes me feel like I'm in the Truman Show. Like, do you ever just feel like... It's going to sound narcissistic, what I'm about to say. But, like, do you ever feel like you're living in a world that's kind of designed around you? Like, it's kind of like you're the main character. I don't think I'm the main character. It's just that's kind of the only way I can describe it. Like, I remember when I was a kid, the first inklings of this thought kind of popped into my head. I was going across the border, and, like, everyone was just so robotic. And I was looking at them, and I'm thinking, like, what if they're actually robots? Like, obviously, they're just doing their fucking jobs. They're people who are working and doing their jobs. But, like, what if they're not? What if everyone's just a robot or a figment of my imagination? What if I'm the only real human? What if, like, I never see it as, like, I'm more important than anyone, because that's not really what it is. But, like, what if this world's... I'll use fucking Gen Z terms. What if this world's just full of NPCs? Like, what happens then? Like, what do I do? Like, because there is definitely a lot of things in life that, like, are very ironic. Like, there's definitely some ironic timing to some things. Like, some things will just kind of go right. Some things will just kind of go wrong. It's very convenient sometimes. And I know that just happens. But, like, what if I was just in the Truman Show? The viewers would probably think it's really fucking weird that I'm sitting alone in my basement at 3:30 p.m. on Christmas Day. But there's a reason for that. But yeah, I've manifested a lot of shit. I kind of went way off path with that. But, like, the Truman Show thing kind of relates to it. Because, like, I feel like sometimes I say something and then it just kind of happens. Like, it's usually pretty minute things, but, like, sometimes it's not. Like, I don't have a whole bunch of examples right now. It does happen a lot. It has happened a lot. And it's the kind of thing where I should be writing them down. I don't have any tattoos, but I was going to get a tattoo that's just the word manifest. Because, like... why not? Like, I manifest a lot of shit. Like, for example, dumb shit, but, like, I manifest a lot of shit from, like, Fortnite. And, like, it's weird. Like, I just kind of, like, I'll be like, oh, man, I wish they'd bring back the tag. And then they bring back the tag. Oh, I wish they'd bring back shockwaves. And they bring back shockwaves. Oh, I wish there was a mode where there was no building. And then there's no build mode now. Like, I'm not saying I made it happen. I'm just saying it's weird that, like, I had ideas and people had the same ideas. I don't know. It's not like an unheard concept. Like, it can just happen. Like, there's a lot of funny things. Life is very funny when it wants to be, and it works in very funny ways. But yeah, like, I manifest a lot of stuff. And like I said, it's normally minute. Like, there's not normally anything super important. Like, I don't think I manifested fucking COVID or anything. I need to stop talking about that fucking COVID. Let's talk about something else that kind of relates to COVID. No, maybe I won't, because I'll just end up going on about COVID. I don't care about COVID. But COVID did fuck a lot of shit up. Like, I don't even know if I should go fully into this. I'll go in partially on this, just so I can talk about something. I was wrestling right before COVID, 2019. I was in, like, the best shape of my life. I wasn't in great shape, mind you. But I was, like, benching 300 pounds. I weighed, like, 300 pounds. Now I weigh more than 300 pounds, and it's depressing. But, like, I was in good shape, especially for a 300-pounder. Like, I was pretty built. Like, my arms were big. My belly wasn't too big at the time. It's probably a lot bigger now. But, like, I was in good shape. I was wrestling. I was fulfilling my dream. I was driving around. I was having fun with friends. Like, it was a good time. And then the C word happens, and it's like, oh, shit. like, what happened? Like, the company I was wrestling for shut down. I'm still, like, really good friends with the guy that owned it, and we've been talking a lot. Like, I've been doing some work for him. Like, we've been like, working together, I'll say. I don't want to say I'm working for him. Like, I'm not getting paid anything, but me and him are kind of doing this project right now of, like, basically preserving another wrestling company, like one that I used to go to when I was a kid. He also went to when he was a kid. I'll put links in the description for that, I feel, because, like, I've been working on it quite a bit. It's kind of been, like, one of the main things I've been doing lately. It's for XWA, a company I used to love. But anyway, like, I've been talking to him, and, like, he was going on about, I'm not going to get fully in depth into it, but he was booking the company I was working for, obviously, and he made all the decisions. It was him and, like, one other guy who was, like, the main trainer. He ran the guy, okay. The guy I worked for had a partner in that company, and the partner in that company was the same one that owned the company that me and Sean both went to when we were kids. XWA. Ryan Heath. I'll just say his fucking name. It's not a big deal. It was... Oh, Sean and Heath. They were, like, the main people in NWE. Sean was, like, the owner. Buff Malley was also there as, like, part owner. But, like, Ryan Heath was kind of, like, in a sense, the decision maker. Like, Sean made a lot of decisions, but he always ran them past Heath first. Like, it was kind of just had to run it by Heath, because Heath knows what he's doing. He's a very professional wrestler, and he's a great man, and oh my god, I want to step in the ring with him someday, because holy shit. Like, even growing up, he was an idol of mine. But, Sean was telling me the other day, like, he had, like, this whole thing planned out for me. Like, a full year planned out, which would have been in 2020. And, like, it included some good stuff. Like, I don't want to say too much, because I don't want to break kayfabe that fucking much. But, like, basically, I was going to be one of the biggest stars in that company. And it was going to be, like, revolutionary for me. Like, it was going to be something, like, I've never even dreamed of. Like, the kind of thing that, like, I would dream of it, but, like, knowing it's not going to happen. But then he explains this whole thing, and it's like, I wouldn't have booked that any better. Like, it's the kind of thing, like, if I wouldn't even spitball the ideas that he was giving me, because I thought they were just too out of the realm of possibility. But, like, he was going to take a big leap. Like, he was going to strap the rocket on my back, and I was going to be a big deal. And then the C word happens, and it's like, fuck. Like, there is a lot of butterfly effects here. Like, what if the C word never happened? Would that stuff have actually worked out? Would it have been, like, maybe I would have gotten injury, right? Like, maybe it wouldn't have worked out. Maybe it wouldn't have been, but maybe it would have been, like, the best thing in the world. Maybe it's the kind of thing where right now I'd be, like, a proper wrestler, fully trained, like, I could be a big deal in wrestling right now. Or at least, like, a big deal in, like, the local maritime circuit, which doesn't really equate to much, but, I mean, it's better than nothing. It's really interesting to think about things. I try not to get my head so hung up on it. Like, I try not to get, like, depressed about it, because it's dumb. Like, I wrote a fucking poem the other day. It was that night he told that shit to me. Not shit, but, like, he told me what was up. And, like, I was so in my head about it, because I was to the point where I was getting depressed about it. Like, fuck, it didn't happen. But it's not like I made it not happen. Like, the C word happened, and then it happened. Like, it didn't happen. It's fine. It's no one's fault. And, like, it's a real shame that company never came back from it. He's since sold the company, so even if he wanted to go again, he couldn't. Which is valid. I mean, the C word really fucked shit up. Like, it got to the point where he was going to book a show post-COVID. Not post, but kind of during, but, like, after it was, like, really bad, like, when it was kind of calming down for a bit before it got bad again. You know, that point. Like, 2020 still. Or no, I think it was 2021, actually. He was going to book another show, but basically he would have had to pay an additional $500 for someone to be at the door scanning people for, like, the COVID virus, and it's like, what? I'm not paying $500 for that, and that's valid, I get it. He kind of stepped out, and I personally think it was, like, a good time for him to step out. Like, NWE, that company, by the time it ended in 2019, it was genuinely, and I'm not just saying this because I was there, I'm saying it because it's how I feel as a wrestling fan, it was, like, the coolest company in the Maritimes. And I was really happy that I was able to be part of it. And I was part of it for years. Like, I was part of it since 2017. So, I mean, I put in some time. It was fun. I enjoyed every second of it. Maybe not every second. There was kind of a rough spot at the beginning where I gave a girl a concussion and everyone hated me. Everyone hating me was kind of an ongoing trend there, which is unfortunate, but it kind of happens. It is what it is. I got over it. And I was going to be over, and then I wasn't. But it's okay. You can't think about... This is... Okay, I pulled up the poem that I wrote. And I'm not going to read too much of it because I don't want to get too mushy. The unseen past is an unclear future. I don't know if that really makes sense. But it kind of does. Like, especially in this case, it's like... It didn't happen. It couldn't have happened. Even if the C word never occurred, like, it might have worked, but, like, we don't know that. Like, it could have been... This is another part of the poem. Maybe it's better than a dream, maybe it's worse than a nightmare. Could have been, never was, me or time. I was getting real philosophical, like, 4 a.m. that morning. I didn't get any sleep that night. I was up till 8 a.m. and then passed out for, like, 2 hours. But, like, the idea is awesome. Like, it would have been cool. But the fact that it didn't work out, it's not a big deal. And with the, like, the butterfly effects thing, like, I'm going on about, like, what if, you know, what if, like, my life would be completely different? What if it would be worse? Like, who knows? You never really know. I think life has a weird way of playing games, but at the end of the day, like, there's good and there's bad. And you can't just go living your life based on, like, oh man, if that would have happened, it would have been so good for me. You can't do that, because that's just dumb, because you can't change it. There's nothing you can do. There are things that you can change to make your life better. Like, you can always exercise. You can always sleep better. You can always stop drinking. You can always quit vaping. You can always, you know, seek help. You could always get therapy. You can always fix what hasn't happened yet, but you can't fix what never happened. And you can't live your life based on those assumptions either. It's hard, but interesting nonetheless. And I really try not to beat myself up over it, because it's not like it was unpreventable. It couldn't have been prevented. It's fine. How far are we into this episode? We are at the about 28-minute mark. Holy cow. What's going on with that? How did we get here? I don't even know. I can't believe I even started recording today. It's really cool. I really hope I actually post this. I might not, but I might. I don't know. I'm definitely going to keep it to audio only for now, I think. The video element would be fine. It's just more work and yada yada. I recently moved. I guess that's kind of something else I can talk about right quick. Recently moved. I'm in a new house. I'm living with people. It's fun. I have my own basement. I've been such a basement dweller like my whole life, and I just love basements. I don't like how cold they get. It's kind of unfortunate, but there's heaters for a reason, right? They're nice though. They're quiet, peaceful. I just got an office set up. That's why I'm recording this now. I haven't done anything to do with my microphone or camera since I moved, because the office hasn't been set up. Now it is completely set up, and I'm ready to go. In other news, I've been doing other things. Like I said, I've been doing the XWA stuff, just kind of posting clips and match bits here and there. All those are linked. I've been playing Minecraft a whole lot lately. I have... God, where am I at in Minecraft right now? I guess by the time the video comes out, I don't know. I'm somewhere. I'm still playing it. I have a whole backlog of shit that's not even close to being done, published. So, I mean, that's good. I'm going to keep it coming just about every other day, something like that. I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. I am on TikTok. I'm going to try to post there a bit more, of course. You know my ads, right? Do I have to tell you? I'll tell you anyway, in case you care. At thisisdilly, at DillyPlaysYT. Those are the two mains. I don't have a merch shop anymore. I did, but nobody cared. So I don't have one of those anymore. I don't have an OnlyFans. I don't have a Fansly. I don't have a... What are the other ones? Patreon with nudie booties on it. I don't got none of that stuff. I'm not that kind of girl. I think that just about covers all the bases. I'm hungover right now. Maybe you should know that. Last night, Christmas Eve, woot woot, went over to a neighbor's house who is a friend, like we know them. And we played Jackbox, and I was drinking Crown Royal. My fiance's grandfather bought it for us for Christmas, and it was like a liter bottle, and we just kind of decided, let's finish it. We didn't have to watch our baby. We had a babysitter, so we don't normally get that luxury. Like, normally we have to watch her. We still drink occasionally, but it's like when Haley is already like asleep, and she won't wake up throughout the night. Like, we don't drunk parent, because that's kind of stupid. Like, we normally drink at like midnight when Haley's sound asleep, so nothing goes wrong. Not saying she never wakes up, because sometimes she does, but we do a pretty good job getting her back to sleep. And we stopped drinking, obviously. Like, we just kind of put it all aside. Getting real personal here. Letting you come into my life. What else? Raw's coming to Netflix. Woo. I love wrestling. Wrestling's so good. CM Punk's back. That's awesome. CM Punk's been back for like over a year. I just haven't really been able to talk about it on the Dilly Show because I haven't posted in 2. Haha. Very funny how that works out. I guess one thing I would kind of like to end on, it's a bit mushy. It's a bit gross. Not gross, but it's mushy. My anxiety's been really bad lately. I don't know if I want to go too in depth on this stuff, but like my mental state's been so weird for like the last year, and I don't get it. Like, when I was younger, I didn't really have panic attacks, like at all. If you've ever had a panic attack, I'm so sorry for you. It's definitely the worst thing you can really go through. Feeling like you're dying and like feeling it, not fun. I haven't had one too bad lately, but like I say that with a grain of salt because like every day I kind of have like just a bit where it's like, oh man, I'm super anxious right now. And it's just like I feel my heart pumping and I'm like, oh shit, like it sucks so bad. And today was real bad because I'm hungover, so like I'm sick, like not feeling good already. But then it's like I'm having fucking anxiety and panic attacks on top of that, and it's like fuck, like this is not fun. I didn't sign up for this. I do want to either quit drinking in the new year or slow down my drinking at the very least. I kind of just want to quit though. It's kind of thing, if I was to just slow it down, like instead of finishing a whole bottle in one night, which I think is very dumb to do, don't do that ever. Just kind of take a couple of drinks, and then once you're feeling good, there you go. If you want to have another drink, go right ahead, but that's about it. Cut yourself off. I need moderation. I need discipline. There's 2 things I need to work on in the new year. I hate jumping on the whole new year, new me thing, but I do like the idea of changing your lifestyle a bit once January 1st hits. It's like a fresh start. It does feel nice. Like, I'm not going to make any sort of exuberant, dumb New Year's resolutions, but, you know, I'd like to lose weight. Okay, here's my thing. And I don't know if I'm going to consider this a New Year's resolution. It's the kind of thing that timeline-wise, I'm probably going to start working at it in the new year. But there's 3 goals I have. A, I want to get a car. I want to be able to drive around. B, I want to start going to a gym. There's a gym kind of nearby, but I would need a car to get to it. Therefore, I need a car, need to go to the gym. And C, I want to get back into the wrestling business. Yes, it's been 5 years since I wrestled, and I'm sick of it. I want to get back. There's a place I'm looking at in Fredericton right now who I believe train. It's like a 2-hour drive or something, which sucks, but I mean, it's the kind of thing I could probably bunk with someone for training. I don't know. I'd figure it out when the time comes, but like I absolutely want to do something in wrestling. I just have so many ideas and so much I can give. And just kind of hearing what potential my previous booker had in me, like saw in me, it makes me think like I could have done that. Why can't I do it now? Why can't I go be a big deal now? Back to the whole thing. The unseen past is an unclear future. There's no point thinking about what could have been. Worry about now. All that matters is now. All that matters is the future. I think that's a pretty good way to end it.